Hello everyone, it's Tiggy again, back to make more soap. So today I'm going to make a soap using bergamot and tarragon leaves from Nature's Garden. I mentioned this on my Best Fragrances 2020 video. I'm going to mix mine with a little bit of bergamot oil, which is bergactin free, and a little bit of grapefruit oil as well, just to give it a little something. So this is the soap I make for spring, and it's called TOWANDA, which is from the Fried Green Tomatoes film. And this soap I've been making for a number of years, but this year I'm going to make it a little bit different. I'm going to use a white base. I've already made up some white. I'm not going to make the base actually white, I've just made the base white up. But I'm going to add in two different colours to kind of make, if I can, I want like not quite duck egg blue, but along those sort of lines. I want this to be sort of almost like pastel, if you see what I mean. So I'm going to just add a bit of this and a bit of this. So I've got some Egyptian blue from Mike and Mama and bejeweled green from the Soapery. So I'm just going to add smidges in until I get the desired colour. And then on the, also, I'm going to use a bit of this honey blush mica from Nurture. I've got a little bit of this left, so I'm probably going to just use this up for this batch. It's like a, it just reminds me of like a natural base eyeshadow colour. It just looks like something you'd find it in on the Naked palette or something like that, doesn't it? It's like got that, you know what I mean. So I'm going to use a bit of that, which I think will go nice with this pastel sort of bluey greeny colour. And then I want to make this a bit different. I want it to look quite rustic. So rather than my usual flippy top or my top where I do the peaks, I want this one to look a bit more like a chunky rustic kind of soap. So I'm going to use some botanicals on the top. So I just need to look at my little shelf over there and see which ones I can use that will give this a little a certain edge, you know. Anyway, let's I'm just going to check my oils. So I've got them. I need to take this down quite cool because I remember this accelerates ever so slightly, so I've upped the water a bit and I'm keeping it as cool as I possibly can. So I'm trying to go below room temperature for this. So let's see. Okie dokie, I'm going to pour in my lye. I've got you up high so you can see this from above. So I'm using my stainless steel pot to do 2 loaves instead because it's easier and it won't go everywhere and we won't have any issues. So with it overflowing, I mean, like I normally do. Well, I don't actually have overflows, but you know what I mean. I risk it, don't I, with those buckets. Okay, I'm just going to pour off enough of that blush shade. I only want it to go over the top, so it's not really, I just want like some globules, if that makes sense, on the top of each loaf. Making a mess already, aren't I? Where's my cloth? Hold on. Okay, let's see what we can get out of that. I think it's only going to go like a blush colour. It is literally like the name is definitely right. It's like definitely like a honey blush. Now I'll put my white into here. And stick blend slightly. Now, let's see what we can achieve. So if I do a little green, I'm just going to have to do this in stages because I don't want a bright colour. So I'm using like half what I normally would. A little bit of blue. Just going to poof it in with the stick blend. wasn't expecting it to go that easy. That's definitely what I wanted. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. It looks like a minty, it is actually just like a duck egg blue, but that's kind of my favourite colour. Okay, now I'm going to get the moulds ready just in case this thickens up fast on me. Let's move those things out of the way. Okay, fragrance. With there being the essential oil, it should loosen it up. I think maybe the one time that it did heat up on me was when I soaked too hot, like I used to years ago. So yeah, I remember, if you've been watching me for a long time, you might remember I used to have like lots of disasters. Because I used to try and get things done too quickly, and it's my problem in life is I need to slow down, you know? Slow down. It's always been my issue. Trying to do everything at 1,000,000 miles an hour and it doesn't do you any favours. Just gonna mix that in. So those two colours, that is a bit, it'll be alright, but I want that thicker than that, so just leave it to sit. So let's get this in the mould. So a nice trace now, so that's good. Okay, I'm going to pour in. That's nice consistency. Okay. Maybe used a little too much for what I wanted to do really, but never mind. It's like almost taking it to consistency you need when you're doing like piping or something. Actually, not now because it's loosened up again. It's probably for the best that loosened rather than thickened, you know. I do like the colour together though, it's quite nice. It smells so good. Honestly, if you've not tried this fragrance from Nature's Garden, you really should. It's really, really nice. It's just like a really fresh spa type of a scent. It's sort of, I reckon, you'd probably overlook it if you didn't know how nice it was. It's that if you like those kind of scents, you know. It depends what you like. It's all down to the individual, but I do like a fresh green spa type of a scent that isn't lemongrass. There seems to be this thing with people that don't make products. They love lemongrass and seem to think that lemongrass is the scent of a spa. I've seen it happen over and over and over again, and actually when I've been into the beauty salon to have my nails done or to have waxing done or to buy bits and pieces, they always seem to, you know, those essential oil diffusers, they have those going and they've always got lemongrass going to create like a spa atmosphere, and I always think it's lemongrass. I don't know what it is about them, they just seem to do it, they all seem to do that for some reason. Okay, let's get the rest of this in. It's certainly a little different to what I normally do, isn't it? Just mix it up a bit. Did you notice too, I hit 20,000 subscribers the other day. It's gone over that now. Thank you so much. I've been, you know, actively working on this channel for the last couple of years, just trying to make it so that I don't slack like I did a few years back. I should have kept it going, but I just didn't. And I really enjoy making videos, and I really like having something to refer back to when I've made a certain soap and just watch back. I can't stand listening to my own voice, but I watch back you know, video footage to see how I might have made something, and that's really handy for us soap makers to have footage of how we've made something in the past. So I'm just so grateful for people subscribing. So if you haven't subscribed and you watch this channel, please do, because it really helps support me. I don't get paid very much from YouTube, but what I do get paid helps to just keep things ticking over, and helps with equipment and things like that. Because it all costs, you know, and it's time, and it's like there's a lot of faffing with the editing and that kind of thing. It does take me a good afternoon, sometimes longer, to edit video down, depending on how many clips I've taken. But yeah, it's something that I really enjoy. So thank you to all of you for subscribing, and hello new subscribers. There's been lots recently, so yay. Okay, so what I sort of want to do is lift this. I reckon I might have to give it a minute, you know, because it's quite sloppy still. I'll come back. I'm going to give it 5 minutes and come back. Okay, let's see what we can get then now. Should be about ready. So I sort of want to just push up the side like that. Don't want to touch it on the other side. So let's go again. Okay, now I've chosen some elderflower, dried elderflowers. I'm just going to put them straight down that strip there where that meets. So the scent and the colours definitely sort of go together for this one. I've done this one. This is another one of those soaps where I never stick to the same design. So when I think of this soap, when I make it, I never get it in my head, like, you know, how I normally make it, because there is no normal for it. It is what it is. Oh my God, I don't know what I've just thought. I don't know what just made me think of this, but have you seen the recent Joe Rogan with that guy Travis from, the guy that got abducted by aliens? Whoa. I watched Close Encounters the other week. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I was just into watching like that. I love that film. And then this popped up, and Joe Rogan's been posting loads about aliens because, you know, we're all convinced that aliens are coming in 2021. That would be the next lunatic thing to happen in the world. Or maybe it's not lunatic, you know. Anyway, Joe Rogan had that guy on that got abducted in 1975, I think it was. Who was the basis story, his story was the basis of Fire in the Sky, that 1993 film. So I watched the whole episode of Joe Rogan with him on it, and it's just absolutely mind-blowing. Really. It doesn't surprise me, you know, I'm a firm believer that there are other beings in the universe, but to actually hear this guy's story. He's so legit, there's just no way that you would think he's lying. And the thing is with Joe Rogan is he'll pull people up. If he thinks people are just talking trash, then he definitely will pull them up. But with this one, you could see he knew he was telling the truth. And yeah, it's really, really, really good. It's a good, maybe like 2 hours, but I just got really into watching that. Anyway, little lovelies, my little lovelies, here is Towanda. Look at the colour. All right, we will be back to cut that. I'm really happy with that, and I'm happy that I tried something different. And I will see you later. Ta-ta. Okay, so yesterday I was soaping out my mind, and this is what Towanda came out like. So let's have a look and see what it's like inside. It won't be really like anything because it's a plain base, but still always interesting to see what a soap looks like when it's cut up, isn't it? Just have a little bowl there. Okay. So it's Friday, thank goodness. I need a breather. I'm going to take a few days off next week because I've been very tired and I've not been sleeping very well the last few nights. I don't know why. I would probably attribute it to a bit of stress from the house stuff, but I'm not stressed about the house now. I think it's maybe just apprehension of moving, and you know, I just need to catch up with myself probably. So I'm going to take a break for just a few days next week. I'll probably come in a couple of days at the start and do some orders and things, but after I'm going to take a few days rest to just read my book and be at home and watch trash on Netflix. Is that Christmas time? I was doing work with Matt at the pottery. I had to do his books and get those up to date because I got behind on that because of the Christmas rush. So I did that over Christmas and New Year week. And then the week after that, Matt took a week off and I didn't. I was in work every day because I needed to catch up. I still need to catch up, but I need to really prioritise at the moment and just give myself a breather. So that's what I plan to do. Not a long one, just a little break. So, let's have a look. It looks nice. I love this colour. Really, really lovely colour. It's a little dark outside today, so it might be coming up a bit dark, but it's very nice. On its side. I'm going to pop that on its side so we don't get drag marks with those. Actually, no, I'm not. I'll just put it on that way round and it will at least drag to the back if it's going to drag at all. So, let's put that there so you can see properly. And cut. Okay, so yep, nice plain bar with that peach on the top. I'd like to make sure that there were no speckles of that mica colour where it hadn't dispersed. There might be a few bars where it hasn't, but I'm hoping that there isn't. Because yeah, it's just plain, but I really like it. I think it's just perfect for this scent. I did put a picture on Instagram yesterday and people seem to like this, so that's good. I've got a lot of customers who this fragrance is a favourite. I call mine Towanda out of fried green tomatoes, and it definitely gives off this really beautiful spring sort of fresh, clean loveliness. I just really, really like it. So adding something extra to that fragrance oil just gives it something. It's a really nice fragrance oil on its own, and you don't have to do that, but I always like to just change up ever so slightly some generic scents, although that one's not, like, I should think it's not Nature's Garden's most popular fragrance, but try it if you haven't already. It's so nice. So bergamot and tarragon leaves. Well worth trying if you want a spa type of a scent. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, get some tissue. So, weekend. I don't know what we're doing this weekend. Probably just chilling again, since we're still in lockdown and can't do anything other than go out for necessities. So that'll be food shopping and things like that, which I do need to do because we're out of lots of food at home. And then walking the dog, of course. But it's kind of a godsend, actually, that we can't go and do anything, because it actually makes me stop and enjoy reading my book, because we're not allowed to do anything. Normally we'd be off here, there and everywhere, you know. Matt likes to go skating usually at the weekends, but anywho, we'll see. But there you go. So this is Towanda, and I will cut the other one off camera and see you. Next soap I've got to do is 4 and 20 blackbirds again, and if you want to see me make it again, which some of you probably won't and some of you might, but there's some new people here that might not have trawled through old videos. So, and there's always something new to talk about in video, so, you know, even if you just like the process of me making any of the soaps, then tune in to the next one. And it will be a batch of 3 loaves of 4 and 20 blackbirds. So I will see you for that. Ta-ta.